Hello, my name is Adrian and I'm a lecturer at the School of Engineering here at RGU. So today what I want to talk to you about is a robotic arm. So this is another example of what you can do as a graduate electrical or electronics engineer. So you can be, for example, involved in the design of the pieces, which are 3D printed. You can also be involved in the design of the electronic boards, right? And also in the programming of the robotic arm itself. So the way this works is we are using this platform which is called Arduino. With Arduino, you can have both hardware and software, and it's easier for you to program and just download your code to your board. So we have here an Arduino Uno board, and this is also a board from Arduino to control the movement of each of the motors. And here in the computer we have the software, which is free to download. And then what we're basically telling here, the robotic arm, is to move each of the motors to a certain degree. And that's how it accomplishes practically any tasks. So for this robotic arm, it has 6 degrees of freedom. And it basically mimics the movement of a human arm. The motors from the bottom would emulate the movement of the shoulder, and then the motor that is in here would correspond to the elbow joint. And then these two would allow the robot to move like the wrist, the movement of a wrist like this, and then rotate as well. And finally, the gripper, which would just open and close. So in this example, what we will see is how the robotic arm can pick up this box and then just move it into the other side of the table. So let's have a look at it. So each movement in here of the robotic arm corresponds to an instruction in the software. And then once it's done all of the tasks, it just repeats all over and over again. So this is very helpful in case that you're working, for example, in a manufacturing line where you will have this robotic arm to perform not just movements, but they can also make, like, for example, screwing things into the element, or they can also perform some soldering, automatic soldering into electronic boards. And you can also program with Arduino not just a robotic arm, but just some electronics to work on wireless communications, or turn motors again on and off, like an electronic fan or temperature controllers, all sorts of things. So these are 2 examples of how robotics and automation can be applied into engineering, and basically they encompass a lot of modules that you could be learning here at RGU in the School of Engineering.